you for joining us. I'm Janella Precious. Here are the details. A state of public emergency SOE has been declared in Rockfort and other areas within the Kingston East Division. Now it follows a mass shooting at a football match in the Pleasant Heights Monday.
To effectively address crime problems in Jamaica.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are doing great. So your boy here come across this one wherein two got shot in Manchester bar. State of emergency. Broadcasting TVJ. Update out. Plus, guys, you will be also hearing from Muta attacking a lot in this one. So my people, you wanna stay tuned. And don't forget, I'm here on the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. With that being said, let's go ahead and hear what's going on in this one. My people, let's walk.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. State of emergency declared in Rockfort. 2 shot, 1 fatally in Knockpatrick, Manchester. And later in sports, Jamaica Reggae Girls take on France in friendly international. Thank you for joining us. I'm Janella Precious. Here are the details. A state of public emergency SOE has been declared in Rockfort and other areas within the Kingston East Division. Now it follows a mass shooting at a football match in the Pleasant Heights community Monday evening, which left 5 dead and 2 nursing gunshot wounds. On the western side, the boundary extends in a northerly direction from the intersection of Michael Manley Boulevard and South Camp Road, then continues northeasterly along Vineyard Road, then on to the end of Diana Drive. The northern boundary extends in an easterly direction from Diana Drive to Lexington Avenue, then on to Deanery Road to the intersection of Mountain View Avenue. The boundary then extends easterly along an imaginary line to the shared parish border of St. Andrew and St. Thomas. The eastern boundary extends in a southerly direction along the shared parish border of St. Andrew and St. Thomas to the coast, while the southern boundary extends westerly along the coast of St. Andrew and then along the Kingston coastline to the intersection of South Camp Road and Michael Manley Boulevard. A man is dead and his girlfriend seriously injured after they were shot at a bar operated by the woman in Inverness, Knockpatrick, Manchester last night. The deceased has been identified as 30-year-old Rashane Welsher of the community. It's reported that 2 gunmen posing as customers entered the bar around 9 last night. They then pulled their gun, after which Welsher ran to the back of the premises. He was chased and shot. TVJ News understands his girlfriend was beaten and shot in the abdomen. Now, the gunman also reportedly shot at a taxi carrying the injured woman to hospital. It is believed that robbery may have been the motive, as the men were heard demanding money. Family members are in shock.
We still are trying to process the whole thing. Still trying to process the whole situation. Because I never know that it could knock at my door. I know me really feel how other people feel when these things hit them, you know, and it make we just wonder where we going as a country from here.
Now this brings to 43 the number of persons murdered in the parish since the start of the year.
This is really not Manchester anymore. This is just not Manchester anymore. We don't know where this will go from here, so. You're not safe anywhere anymore. And that's just the first and last of it. Now, the way I see it, even the security needs security right now.
A man was shot and killed as he and his common-law wife attempted to repair a staircase at Campbell's Lane in Mount Salem St. James on Thursday. The police say they responded quickly to reports of the killing and managed to nab 2 of the suspects and seized 2 firearms. The deceased has been identified as 52-year-old Donovan Hales. Superintendent Aaron Samuels is the commanding officer.
The swift action of the police resulted in 1 man being held with an AR-15 rifle as he tried to conceal it in a wash pan in a house nearby. Subsequent operations led to another man being held and also a pistol being seized in this operation. We commend the work of the police officers, and we want to ensure that we continue to make Mount Salem safe for the residents of St. James.
Meanwhile, Superintendent Samuels is urging residents who may have information that can help them to apprehend the other suspects to contact the police.
I'm appealing to any resident, anybody who has any additional information that can help us to find the other members of this criminal organization that tried to reign mayhem in the Mount Salem community. We're appealing. Tell us what you know. We want to ensure that we continue to see good reductions in St. James and to bring an end to the crime and violence that is plaguing the parish of St. James.
A new report is pointing to gaps in the transparency of the budget process. The Caribbean Policy Research Institute, Capri, released the details of the Budget Scorecard 2024 last evening.
At the start of each financial year, the government, through the finance minister, presents the estimates of expenditure and revenue for parliamentary approval. The annual budget outlines what will be done with the finances of the country over the course of a year in key areas like national security, roads, water and housing. But in its Budget Scorecard 2024, the Caribbean Policy Research Institute, Capri, released data from the Open Budget Survey, which found weaknesses in the transparency, participation and oversight in Jamaica's budgeting process. And while the country is at or above the global average,
Jamaica's transparency score of 50 out of a maximum 100 is the same as it was in 2021. And while this is 5 points above the global average, it is below the benchmark of 61 designated as sufficient by the Open Budget Survey. It's below the average score of our neighbors in the Caribbean and Latin American region, and it's below the OECD developed country average, to which we should aspire.
according to the findings, Jamaica produces 7 of the 8 budget documents evaluated for transparency. However, only 2 assessed in the 2023 survey received scores deemed sufficient for their content.
Those were the budget proposal and in-year report, which is the central government operations table, the citizens' budget, the mid-year review, which is the fiscal policy paper interim report, and the audit report had limited content. The enacted budget, which is the Appropriations Act, and the year-end report, which is the fiscal policy paper, had insufficient content.
On the issue of public participation, Jamaica received a score of 18 out of 100, which is the average for the Latin American and Caribbean region.
There are 4 stages of the budget process where the public may be invited to participate: formulation, approval, implementation, and auditing. With a score of 0, we can determine that citizens are excluded from participating in the formulation stage of the budget process. There are limited opportunities for participation in the approval and implementation stages, and the auditing stage is where Jamaica scored the most points for participation.
To improve the transparency score, Capri recommends that the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service would need to publish a pre-budget statement to complete the set of 8 essential budget documents. It further suggests to improve public participation, an online submission portal to collect feedback throughout the budget process should be created, and citizens should be allowed to provide input during discussions before the budget is enacted. The Open Budget Survey, OBS, is an international budget partnerships tool for assessing transparency, participation and oversight in the budgeting process of 125 countries. Nakinski Robinson, TVJ News.
And reacting to the report, Executive Director of Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, Jeanette Calder, is encouraging citizens to read the contents in the estimates of expenditure.
It looks crazily like it's Greek, but anybody, if you're taught to do something, after that it becomes easier. One of the things that I haven't seen the IBP Open Budget Survey really addressing is the question of budget literacy. Until citizens really begin to understand the process of how the budget, those 4 stages operate, who the stakeholders are, because you need to know the people, behind those processes, then I don't think the level of engagement that we want to see is really going to happen.
She also gave suggestions on how citizens can get more involved.
Very few countries in the world do citizens get to get involved in the parliamentary debate and approval. But certainly in the spending and the monitoring, all of those are doors of opportunity for the citizens, Doc. And so I think we need to define what we call engaging the budget.
And it's now time for a break. Stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back. We're continuing the news. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government is rolling out plans to develop an Institute of Technology. It's part of efforts to improve Jamaica's human resources to increase economic growth.
We recognize that the new frontier of industries, the new jobs that are going to be created, are going to be highly technical jobs. They're going to require a certain level of technical skills. Data science, data engineering, coding, the use of AI, that is going to be critical.
A partnership is being cemented with India to bolster Jamaica's technology industry. Now, this follows Mr. Holness's official trip to India earlier this month.
So in the coming months, you're going to see announced a program where we will be using HEART to create our Institute of Technology. Jamaica needs to be producing between 5,000 and 10,000 persons skilled in data sciences. Engineers, data engineers. Because the intention is to make Jamaica the Silicon Valley of the Caribbean.
Now, Mr. Holness was speaking recently at the general meeting of Young Jamaica. He says focus will be on innovation, productivity, and efficiency. More than 2,000 community members are said to benefit from the services at the Adelphi Health Center in St. James, which was officially opened recently. The new building was funded under the Poverty Reduction Program implemented by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, and funded by the European Union. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the improvements will significantly benefit both the patients and staff.
This is a 65 million Jamaican dollar project, right, Lennox? So it's not a small amount of money that has been spent here to create an attractive environment. Attractive environment, but also an environment with utility that's going to provide for the people of this community and its environs. And we want to thank the EU and the Poverty Alleviation Program that was devised in conjunction with JSIF for pulling this together.
He says the 24 health centers in St. James, out of 24 health centers in St. James, 11 over the last 5 years have seen major improvements.
Are being looked at and expanded and upgraded and supported. By the way, it's not just about the infrastructure, because under primary healthcare reform, we're adding more doctors, we're adding more nurses, we're adding more services, because primary health care has now been reclassified to, among other things, include comprehensive community health care facilities.
It's now time for the Business Minute.
Mayberry Jamaican Equities posted a total net profit of $211.8 million, with total income amounting to $113 million in the first quarter of 2024. The company says it has recorded significant financial improvements in the first 3 quarters of 2024, despite challenging market conditions characterized by falling interest rates and volatile stock prices. Year to date, Mibera's total comprehensive income stands at $448 million, a notable improvement compared to the $167 million recorded for the corresponding period last year. Further afield, the UK government will change its self-imposed debt rules in order to free up billions for infrastructure spending. Rachel Reeves said this was being done so that the government can grow its economy and bring jobs and growth to Britain. However, Reeves's first budget next week is still expected to mean some cuts to public services and tax rises. For the Business Minute, I'm Shane Masters.
And time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, gangs on Thursday opened fire and hit a UN helicopter, forcing it to land in Port-au-Prince in the latest attack in Haiti's capital as violence surges once again. No one was injured as several rounds of gunfire hit the helicopter that was carrying 3 crew members and 15 passengers. The helicopter, which had departed from Port-au-Prince before it was attacked, landed safely. The attack comes 5 months after Haiti's main international airport reopened, following coordinated gang attacks that forced it to close for nearly 3 months. On the international scene, according to Israel Defense Forces, 10 Israeli soldiers were killed in southern Lebanon between Thursday and Friday. 5 soldiers were killed in southern Lebanon on Thursday, and another 5 were killed Friday. Israel launched a ground operation into southern Lebanon October 1, saying it is fighting to eliminate the Iran-backed Hezbollah group. Since October 7, a total of 890 Israeli soldiers and other security personnel have died. It is unclear if the 5 soldiers announced dead on Friday are included in that figure. In Lebanon, more than 2,500 people have been killed and over 12,000 wounded, according to the Lebanese Ministry of Health. And those are the top regional and international stories. I'm Shane Masters.
Now we take another break now, but sports is next. Please stay with us.
But here me I say now, brethren and sistren, I go to New York and come back, and the first thing I look on a newspaper, I see it mark 52 people murdered in space of 1 week. A 1 week me live here, you know. 52 people dead, murdered. One of 4, a family of 4. Me feel it. But then now, me a gang through some paper, me say, where Sleepy, a.k.a. Bobby Montague, a.k.a. Minister of Security, a.k.a. Me I say, Bobby Montague say, no, like, this is legit. People know what on yourself, man. A criminal, a killer, a criminal. Wow, okay. Criminal, a killer, a criminal. So, when the last criminal stand, after the criminal them don't kill the criminal them and the criminal kill the next criminal, or one criminal go left, you know. So the police can kill the criminal there, and then we will have no more murder in a Jamaica. The problem with it is not just gunman a kill and murder people, but man a chop up him wife too. Man a kill him wife and a bury her, burn up him wife and all them something. Now somebody with about the place we not find it, and it sound gross on the radio, you know, but it's the reality. The reality is this. We hear another man, and this one lick the whole of them for 6. I don't remember if it must a JLP man. It's a JLP man say they must use the extortionists them to collect money from the people them who not pay them thing out of the it's a JLP man. One politician say that they must pay the. Oh, don't know about it. I want it. They know me in New York. I hear about it. The politician say, and it's the biggest thing. The politician say that to collect the money from the people in a Spanish town, we're supposed to pay the government. the politician said they must pay, they must go to the scammer, go to the extortionists them and ask them how much money them get when them scam. And the government must pay them the money there to collect the money for the government. That sound like a sane thing. Them things they happen in a drug place though, you know, drug house where the FBI or the FBI will go to cause the FBI and CIA sell coke to people to, you know, just to catch. Call them trick bujo. You understand? Don't trick him and make him go in that place and set up a man with him on the plane and, you know, which the man that work for them, you know. The politician say, I'm going to find, you can't find out the name of the politician for me, mama. Find out the name of that politician there for me. We say that the Jamaican government must go to the extortionists them and ask them how much money them get for extort the people them and pay them that money, and then them can collect the money. Them can collect the money for the people them. You know the name of the politician who said the government must work alongside with the extortionists them out of Spanish Town? Nobody know hear that news there. How to make it sound like say may I make up things? What weird? Nobody know hear about that, Rasta? How to make me start doubt myself? No, really. Don't make me start doubt myself, Rasta. Nobody in that never hear where the politicians say they must go. No, sir. Me play a tune because me never feel insecure at all about so. Believe me. I feel insecure. Me find that tune quick. Me find a secret slack tune. Slack tune me a play. Alright, I've been exonerated by the newspaper. It's okay, come here alone and read newspaper at this place. I don't believe you me. Alright. Here the newspaper say. It's a long time news, you know. You see it? When I make me use long time news now. Because me never there. You understand? Me never there. So me I try catch up back on the long time news them. Here it is, you know. Jamaica Labour Party JLP councillor John Myers has suggested and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation use the collection skills of extortionists to make markets profitable. Vernon McLeod told the Finance Committee meeting at the KSAMC on May the 31st that something had to be done to turn the monthly market deficit of 3.5 million around. He said that a cashless system was being examined as one of the ways to address the fee collection problem. It is estimated that 17 million in market fees is owed to the KSAMC and that most of it may have to be written off as uncollectible. The Finance Committee Chairman has instructed Gary Robotham, the Manager of Commercial Services, to provide a schedule of the arrears. Robotham has also been instructed to do the aging of receipts to determine the portion of the outstanding fees that would be collectible. Myers, who shops in the market district, said that he has observed the situation and that the KSAMC should meet with the extortionists and ask them how much money they get. The KSAMC would then pay the extortionists that amount and use them to officially collect market fees from the vendors. Him said this was done in New York and it worked. Myers must know why them do it in New York, but you know, no, this is serious, you know, that's serious thing. This is a politician that suggests, said the legitimate government of Jamaica must side with some extortionists to collect money from the legitimate citizens of Jamaica, pay them the money, like you go to the man and say, so tell me something, how much you usually get per week? And the man say, boy, right, you know, to them now, I'll tell them $10, you know. The man say, right now, pan a average $1,000. And I'm saying, each. And I tell her, no. Tell her away. So, them go collect money now from the people them. So, it's an extortion, it's a deal with, you know. He will collect money from the people them to give the government. Really. An extortion is to collect money from the people them to give the government. And them know I'm going to get paid from the government already. He will continue. If you say, boy, right now you want to collect a certain portion, where you going to do? Give him a receipt book. It's not serious. No, it's crazy. It's crazy thing. It's a crazy thing going on in Jamaica. A desperation, the people them, the politicians them reaching out. Desperation. So here me I suggest now, on behalf of the people of Jamaica, and on behalf of JPS, Jamaica Public Service, I think, and I'm so sorry that that lady is leaving the country, because she just said that 1 million, here I suggest. I think, and I'm so sorry that that lady is leaving the country, because she just said that 1 million, here I suggest. JPS, you should work alongside with the extortionists to go into the communities and that is thieving light, to make sure that them pay a light bill that JPS can pay or no. So you know a double job that you don't have, you know. We don't have the government job. We're going to pay if we collect money in a Montego, in a Ochi. Sorry, in a Spanish town. We don't have JPS. We're going to give them the money now to make the people them pay them light bill. Can we go further? We can't extend it, you know. We can't extend it to the scammer them. We can't say now the government must work alongside with the scammer them to really tap into National Commercial Bank and Scotia Bank and find out why are they extorting the people. And then you can't get the money from, and then you owe of the people them gang war. You can go further too if you want to. You can go further. You can find out all the murderers them who are murder people, who know the other murderer, because every murderer know the next murderer. So you can't call the murderer them and say, watch you know. How much money you usually get to kill a man? Me I go give you the same amount of money if you tell me who the murderer in your community is. I'm mad them people are mad rasta. Totally madness. I'm madness. JPS are the only people that think should have work with scammer. Allah me I tell me, don't think nobody should have work with scammer. Scammer, when you don't work with none of them people, them a thief though, them scammer though. Scammer, the scammer them in a Spanish town. When you do not work with the government, them a scammer no. Them extort for the money on it, them $100,000. Them go and say, well, you want to see, all right, you want me to write your check. And then 2 months time down the line, you can't get your money. When you don't work with don't make him become suggested to no brethren. Mr. Myers, what kind of madness that? It's mad, no mad, it's crazy, no get crazy. The Minister of National Security will say, boy, it's of course it's them a murder one another. Criminal and murder criminal. But guess what? You have something named collateral damage. And as far as me, you know, the collateral damage is more than the murder of the criminal who murder the criminal. May I tell you that? You can't tell me that the 50 odd people were dead last week. The 50 of them are criminal. And me bet you any money, say more than 60-70% of that is not criminal. But when a man go figure, he's who stand up in the way. It's like when the man them stand up at the place and play domino. You know much time them go for one man and shot all the other man, the man where them go for shot get away. And what kind of country we are living in, Rasta? I feel like I want to live in Syria, you know, or Iraq, or an earthquake prone area in the world. You know what I mean? Because a madness. Them get desperate, Rasta. Them desperate. The people them get desperate. Them don't know how to solve the crime. One man ball out. You're the madness now. Bunting slow. No, I tell them people are not easy. You know. Appease Bunting. You see the two of them are try appease you know. Bunting appease we. No, Bunting appease you. Bunting I show you how the thing get dread now. Hear Bunting now. Oh no, hear them things there. Bunting say, as a matter of fact, you know, one of his friends in Cherry Garden just got murdered. So you know what we must say now? Oh yes, boy, them reach Cherry Garden. Alright, we're gonna see something like that, you know. A madness. One of your friends get murdered in a Cherry Garden and you tell the whole Jamaica that like say, well, we must do now. We must do now. Get more nervous. Him why you get more nervous, you know. And the one with him name Sleepy, why you get more conscious say, well, right now, nobody now will kill you because you're not criminal. I just criminal, kill a criminal. And when them get them, click the button. Yes. Sir. I want when name Mr. Myers find out about the situation in a New York where mentioned. When him say it is done in New York and it work. I want to know if Mr. Myers know of a situation where in America, go to the criminal and ask him, so tell me something, how much money you get for murder that man over there, so? I go and pay you the money for tell me the man who set up the next man for murder the next man. I don't understand these people. You watch too much movie, Rasta. Like me, yeah. You are informed by movies. Law and order. That is not good. And that is not good that Mr. Bobby Montague, aka Sleepy, should declare that it's criminal a killer of criminal. So why? He might try to appease the people of Jamaica to make you feel more comfortable in yourself. So criminal now go kill you, you know. A criminal a killer of criminal. Well, I want him to know. Go and go tell the family of the little youth where they murder in them. Even if them man did involve in a whatsoever them say them involved in a, and the gunman come for them. But nowadays when the gunman come for one man, him now left the others who in the house. And it's whole heap of that go on. So why we must feel easy? We must feel easy now because them can't find a situation. The situation, I'm going to repeat it again and again and again. You know. You see them talk about poverty. Haiti have more poverty going in Haiti than Jamaica, and them not killing off one another like how them kill us. So to me, it do have nothing to do with poverty. Me no about for the next man in a man go think I say what Muta say. It's not because the man them impoverished why them doing these murders. It do have nothing to do with murders. It do have nothing to do with poverty. Because if we should argument, we can look on all the countries them that is more impoverished than Jamaica and look on them and see if them have the same criminal activities that go on, murder rate. On an average, right now on an average, if you check Iraq, which is under war, and you check Jamaica, maybe the statistics will show you say why Iraq have enough people and enough war and ISIL, but Jamaica on an average, 52 people dead in a 1 week, Rasta. And here what? Them just murder over the news thing there, the virgin WhatsApp me. But me not like talk about it, you know, because it sounds so gross, but you have to really wonder where these people are there. Man, I get new fire engine, and when fire come, no water no there. The fire, you never hear about that one there? Yeah. What on there? Yeah. No, we put it on make it sound like a me one hear about them thing. Man, you don't hear about it. Eh? Fire blaze down the place, redemption ground. And people call the fire brigade. And the man them come there and sit down. And look at all girls too. Well, darling. And people are take out the things them out there, you know. People are teach the things them, you know. The man them have no water. So you will get brand new fire brigade. You know? Look how much rain a fall. In the abundance of water, people place burn down. Look how much rain a fall, Rasta, and the fire brigade can't find water for out the fire them to save the people them things. After the people them pay rent for the place, all of them things burn up. So what you want for them pick the fiddle now. And school are come up here now. Pass exam, you have to go high school, you have to spend more money. You don't have no water, and you talk about, well, we're spending how much $1 million for new fire brigade. Police car, they might come buy some second-hand car, each other. But guess what now? Anytime the man turn on him siren and a pass, you're looking there's a girl in there, and then a police woman in there. And him and him girl in there, but she have to reach her work early. Him turn on the siren, because she tell him say him late, you know. Him get up too late, out of bed. So him after turn on him siren that him can pass little me and son up on the road. Well, me I tell you, corruption is high. I want to be corrupted. Click it.
So my people, this one was indeed a warm one. So feel free to leave an honest comment down in the comment section. And also, your own opinion. And you don't know say, me day upon the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Bless up to each and everyone. Up until then, adios.